Hey, good afternoon, everyone. You're tuning back in with Mr. Stacks. We're on another afternoon here of closing bell. As you can see, we're focusing back on some of our stocks that we mentioned earlier this morning, just to kind of get an update on what's been going on throughout the day. As you can see, we have Plug Power, BlackBerry, Clean Energy Fuels, and we also have Clover Health. We do have a few others that we were kind of keeping an eye on for the day, which we can also go over here, but I just kind of wanted to touch base on the ones that we did discuss earlier this morning. As you can see, Plug Power, we're still holding about that $34 mark. We did come down earlier this morning with some of these reports that some of these analysts put out, in some of these platforms. A lot of it's negative talk, which it did cause some of the price to drop this morning, but with the value of the company, everybody bought that dip and it just came right back up. I already know the value of Plug Power. We know it's valued closer to the $40 range, so we're looking to break through that $34 mark here again, so we're keeping an eye on that. For anybody looking to jump into some of this Plug Power, if you're interested in what this company does, we are at a key level right here looking to break through. So this is something you may want to consider buying into if you're looking to hold long term and possibly even short term if you're trying to make just a little change there. BlackBerry is also, as you can see, stock we've been following for the last few weeks, and we just broke through the VWAP. We're still showing low volume today. We're only at 26% of our daily average, so it's not a lot of momentum or volume really going on today, but with the price still holding, at the key levels that we've been seeing, we're potentially seeing a breakout pretty soon. I know reporting comes out tomorrow for revenue and things like that, and we're looking to break through this $14 mark. If we can hit this $14 mark and break through, possibly draw some more attention in, we'll probably be hitting higher to some of the $16 range, possibly even the $20 range. Like I'm saying, I am highly invested into this stock. For those that want to know as far as things that I'm doing on my end, I'm a fan of BlackBerry, as I mentioned before. It isn't just about the talking on the chat rooms and things like that. This is a company that I actually like. Clover Health, I did mention this one briefly this morning also. This was something I was invested in last week. I have no open positions in it now, but as you can see, we're starting to pick back up again today. We had high volume come in. We're at 176% of our daily average, and we're rapidly increasing here. As you can see, the current bar we're actually holding above. It's in the green, so that's a good indicator there. So the momentum's coming in, and we're possibly going to be going higher here. So anybody looking to get into something, now's probably a good time to buy in, as we're starting to see that momentum build up, and we're looking to pop up here is the way it's looking here. Just kind of plan accordingly as far as your in and outs. This is something that does have a lot of volatility, so I would hate to see anybody take a loss here in case it does end up coming back down, because this does have a high short percentage, and if we don't have enough buyers, we could see this go up and then come right back down. So just be aware of those putting any money in there. CLNE, we mentioned this one also. This one's kind of been a little stagnant today. It's kind of just been going sideways, but it's holding about the $11 mark. I'm still holding long on this stock here. Just waiting for something to publish, so it'll drive up the volume, some positive news on it, and we'll probably see this end up going higher also. Like I was saying before in my previous video this morning, we do see some consolidation here with a range around $14 and the $11. So we need to get it back above at least $12 for us to start moving higher. But this is something I feel the company is doing good things, and I'm looking to go along with this company here. Some other names that we did mention also. Let's go ahead and pull up Torch. So Torch Light, last few days it's been rallying. As you can see, it's had some real big increases in its price, going from $5 and $6 up to $10 to $11. Yesterday you can see it did come crashing down, I haven't really looked into the news as to what's going on around the stock itself, but I do know the value of the stock is more down here than up here. But with this being talked about in the news and Wall Street bets and all those forums, it's been having a lot of retail interest. So this is what's been pretty much pushing the price up. I did end up jumping in here because it did hit a key level and it's showing a lot of support here around the $4.90 range. I ended up jumping in about $5.09. So I'm gonna try to ride this out for the next day or so just to see what happens. If we end up losing momentum, volume ends up dying down, then I'll just end up pulling my position. I'm hoping it holds this key level because that's pretty much the reason I did buy in. As you can see, it broke out, hit this as support, jumped up again, came back down. It's showing support on the same level here. Although this is just a brief daily chart, there's not much history behind it on the daily chart above these ranges, these price ranges here. But as you can see over the last week, though, it looks to be holding good around that level. So I'm going to take a chance with a few shares there. Again, I only put a portion of my portfolio into these stocks here. I never throw everything. I never go all in unless I'm more on a positive side. But for sure, I feel there's still some movement playing out in this stock. So we'll just watch and wait and see what happens here. Wish is another one on the watch list that we're seeing a lot of volume today. We're at 167% above our daily average. We've traded 127 million shares compared to our 76 million shares that we normally do on a regular day. And this is another meme stock that's being talked about a lot. We're still trending up here on the daily chart, as you can see, which is still a bullish indicator. So as you can see, we did pop up, tested this level here. So you can see this hasn't been a level of resistance in the past. So around $15 or so, $15.50. But we tested that level, came back down, broke through the average again, and now we're sitting around this other level here, about $13.50. I feel this is gonna be breaking out soon. I just have a feeling it is. I'm not invested in this stock, but if the volume stays up and we do see an increase in this as well with more retail interest, then we know we're going to go higher. Our all-time high is at $32. So yeah, we can still get back up there. But yeah, as far as some other stocks, Workhorse was another one I mentioned a couple days ago. I can add those videos into the bottom of this one. You can always check those out as to the technical analysis that I did on these. I was in Workhorse too, but I made a few $100s. I ended up pulling out when it was around 14, but I was in around $7. It came down and I already knew it was going to come back up. But everybody liked to trash this stock for a while, and that's the reason it came all the way down. It also lost that contract with the USPS Postal Service, but I believe they're disputing something right now as far as maybe a lawsuit or something. I'm not really sure what's going on, but it's coming back up in the news, and it's been drawing a lot of attention. So this is something to keep in mind for Workhorse. The short interest in this is also very high. It's almost at 50% or half of the low float interest available stocks. I mean, that's almost half of that float. So just be aware as far as the risk you take though investing into these ones with these high short interests. So you can see we got a lot of things going on here on the list, but I noticed the EV, a lot of the EV stocks were up today. Like Tesla was, I already knew Tesla was going to jump though, but this one's just too expensive for me. I don't show much value in what my upside potential in it, so I kind of just leave it alone. If I was to just buy a few shares, I might make some money, but I'd rather play with other ones that I can afford more. But looking at the daily chart, you can see it's looking real healthy, and we're starting to trend back up here. They're already price targeting at about $700. I did mention this one a few days ago, so this is something to look for. If y'all that are interested in Tesla and are able to afford these shares, if this is something worth your value, then now would be a pretty good time to get in if you haven't already. but just keep that in mind, y'all. Another one we are looking at, Archimoto. For those that aren't familiar with Archimoto, I believe they have a fun, it's like a fun utility vehicle. I believe that's why the symbol's FUV. But it's basically like a golf cart, but it's like a souped up golf cart where it looks real stylish. I don't really know all the capabilities behind it, but I do know they look pretty neat. Maybe if I get an opportunity to check one out, I might, but I do know that these are being talked about as far as the next fun little cart to cruise around and just enjoy outside in the open. But this stock looks to be drawing a lot of volume lately, and I know some key levels here are looking to be broken soon, so this is something to also keep an eye on. It's also not at a bad price at $15. We see a high of $36 here, and that was just a couple months ago. So at $15 now, and you're seeing an upside potential of 100% or 100% plus. So this is another name to keep an eye on for y'all that aren't familiar with Archimoto. Check it out. It's a good one. CCIB for the y'all that like the electric cars. Yeah, this one's pretty neat. I've been checking out some of their vehicles. They look nice, competing with Tesla if they do end up drawing in more people that are liking their vehicles. So we'll see when they come out with their actual rides and start selling, see exactly if they can keep up with Tesla. Tesla's doing it, and a lot of these other competitors aren't doing it yet, but I know they'll be out soon, and we'll see who can win the race. Tesla, something I'm not real familiar with, but I'm liking what they're doing. Their cars are looking pretty neat. For those that are able to afford them, check them out. But yeah, those are the main ones I'm watching. I mean, GEVO, I mentioned GEVO also. I got some shares in this one. As you can see, we're jumping off right now as we speak. We're breaking through key levels here, y'all. So this is kind of like a CLNE stock, similar for natural gas. This is the future for stocks, or clean energy fuels anyways, I mean. So we're breaking through a key level here, and I just jumped in this stock literally about an hour ago. I'm feeling like, yeah, $8, can't go wrong. I'm all for the future. I'm all for clean energy, and I might as well get in now. Get in while you can, while it's early. You don't want to play catch up once we're up here, because we're breaking through a main support level. If you can see all the way across, and we're cracking through it right now as we speak. So if y'all want to get on the gravy train, hop aboard. We'll be here all week. Oh, so CLOV, y'all, check out CLOV. We're jumping. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, check out my videos this morning. You're gonna see what I was talking about. Just try to spread the love, I mean, they're not all for sure stocks, but I'm just saying, as far as what I watch every day, you can just tell when something's looking a little abnormal or just unusual as to how it moves. So something's going on with these stocks. But yeah, I got some good indicators here, so we keep good tabs on a lot of these things. But anyone has any questions or comments, feel free to list them below. I'd love to have some feedback on the discussions we have here, and I'm open to criticism. But we're gonna go ahead and call it a day. Feel free to tune in the morning on Mr.Stacks Morning Hype. Get an update on what's popping early before the market opens, and for those that are willing to invest into something to make some fast money, some good money, and to get ahead of the game, just review some of the videos. You can make your own opinions and your own judgments, but just provide me what I need as far as to make these videos better for y'all or more detailed. Anything y'all can provide is always helpful. Anything that I can give y'all, I'm hoping it's helping y'all as well. But y'all take care and enjoy the rest of y'all's day, and we'll talk to y'all again in the morning. All right, peace.